Coach. I realize it's a small sample size, but once again, you win the second half, you close out the fourth especially strong, winning that by 10. Do you think perhaps your team is learning some lessons about finishing strong?
I mean, they did a good job, done a good job the last two games. So, you hope that we continue that habit. Every day is a new day, though, and a new challenge and everything else. So, I think that's the way I'm looking at it. I hope that's the way they're looking at it. I've said to you guys numerous times, I'm not a big believer in momentum or anything else. And momentum is whatever you bring to the floor that night.
And as far as what happened tonight, 74 points in the paint, that is a season high. Is that how you like to see this offense attack?
Well, I mean, we're a team that needs to attack, yes. I didn't like their points in the paint, but I liked ours, yes.
Coach, I know you mentioned before the game about how you were just really excited that Zion Williamson made the All-Star team, a little disappointed that Brandon Ingram did not, but we saw again tonight that Brandon is playing like an all-star when you see the numbers and the crooked numbers and the assist totals and the rebound totals. He's playing like an all-star. It's just unfortunate he didn't make the team.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it really is. But again, and I've said this even before the voting, we only picked 12 out of 15 teams. I mean, it's really, really hard. I mean, Brandon, it plays like an all-star. There's several other guys, in both conferences who are all-star worthy players. I mean, I was texting with one of my former players last night, Tobias Harris, really disappointed. Look at his numbers. They're great. Booker didn't make it first time through. He got named as a replacement. Listen, I mean, Mike Conley could make a good case for being an all-star. It's just, I'm disappointed for Brandon, but I look at the 12 guys on there. It's hard for me to say that any of them don't deserve it. I mean, I do think somebody made the suggestion, actually more than one person, we probably should increase the size of the teams to 15. It'd be at least a little bit closer to getting guys recognized, I think, that deserve it. Why we don't, I don't know, but, hopefully that change will come at some time. Nobody wants to play huge minutes in an all-star game anyway. So I would like to see that change so that we can reward more people.
Stan, Christy Clark here. Obviously a big scoring night for Brandon and Zion. Also, those guys combined for 13 assists. I mean, you talked a lot about decision-making a few games ago. Just what did you think about the decisions they made this?
Well, they're both very unselfish, and I think they take really seriously trying to make the game easier for their teammates. And when you can be aggressively unselfish, that's when you're at your best. I mean, to just stand out there and not do anything, that's one thing. But to attack and be willing to make the play when people come, that's what you're looking for. That's what the best players do, and that's what those guys have been doing.
Yes, Stan, we asked you a lot about the threes. In the first quarter, you guys gave up 7. The rest of the league gave up 6. What did you do to kind of get that under control?
I didn't do anything. I mean, we made an adjustment in our pick and roll defense. Only one of those 7 in the first quarter came off of pick and rolls. So, you'd have to ask our guys what they did. They played a little harder, closed a little harder, things like that. And, they missed some shots. So, but wasn't anything I did, that's for sure.
Hey, Stan, it's Scott, Noel.com. It's natural to focus on the defense, improving stuff. But do you almost, at a night-to-night basis now, are you expecting this kind of offensive performance? You entered this season, did you think this could be one of the best offenses in the NBA? The fact that you guys are here at this point, is it surprising to you in any way? Is it? How do you kind of feel about it, just watching it?
It is a little bit surprising to me, but when I look at the way our 2 best players are playing, that's what's keyed the whole thing. And then the guy who he's gotten credit, but not nearly as much credit as he deserves, is Lonzo. He's been outstanding. Since we came, he had that injury, missed some games, was a little limited. We came off that West Coast trip. We've played 16 games now. He's been outstanding, shooting the ball well, making good decisions. His defense has been good. So those three guys have played consistently really, really well. We can count on those three guys on the offensive end of the floor, and then we get contributions from the other guys from time to time. Tonight, Steven was really good offensively. So that's how it's come around. I mean, I'm a little surprised it's come to the level that it has, but it's a good thing.
Does it make you feel like you guys are really close to like that? You've seen enough good defenses, you've coached enough good defenses to know that it doesn't take a lot more defensively if you guys continue to do what you're doing on offense?
You know what? It's going to take a lot more defensively, Scott. It is. Yeah, like we have flashes, okay? And the last two fourth quarters have been good defensively. And I thought, like I said, for the Celtic game, most of the game we were good defensively. But we don't have enough sense of urgency on a consistent basis yet. We haven't built that habit. I'm not sure we think of ourselves as a defensive team and think that's what we need to do to win. So I think our defensive mentality and execution still has a ways to go. But yes, I see the possibilities that we can be a good team, a very good team, if we will play the defensive end of the floor with a greater sense of urgency.
We're all set. Thank you, Coach.
See ya.